Hello guys, we got Bitcoin trading today and analysis. Now obviously it is not in the usual high quality office. However, as we've said guys, today and today too, I think 30 days from now on, we've got Ramadan, so I'm currently fasting. So I mean I'm going to be focusing on being present rather than focusing on the best kind of high quality stuff, because as I told you guys, in the next couple of days or 30 days to be exact, I'm just focusing on being present and trying to get the live stream out in the usual time. So so I may sound sleepy and low energy. However, we've got new potential trades to be taken and to be analyzed and to be talked about. Now obviously we still could be waiting for the one we had been waiting for the past 3 4 days, which is the one at the daily. But we also could be looking at something else at the top. I'm going to be talking about the closest maybe kind of scalp to a day trade for a short and also for a long, and obviously give an update on the potential higher time frame moves upwards and downwards. So let's get forward with it and talk about it, because obviously yesterday guys we had spent an amazing full 4 hours talking about Bitcoin and doing TA, actually breaking the record, the all-time high record for the length of the live stream. And all of that time we were waiting for a potential, I mean it didn't happen at that time, but maybe it could happen today. I've got no idea, but we'll wait and see. But we were waiting for Bitcoin to actually give us a potential trade at around 66 and 66.4 to 66.1. However, I mean we've been waiting. I mean we had waited for it for 4 hours. Saw Bitcoin bounce from close to that zone, but didn't quite hit it. And now, luckily, it may look like Bitcoin could be going back to it. So we didn't quite miss it at the end of the day. So the plan here is to obviously spend the next, I'd say, hour with you guys. Be looking to potentially enter a long if we do a fake cut from the bottom as discussed from yesterday. What I'm going to be looking for is obviously is it's a multiple of I mean I'd say two things. Now obviously even before us get going and getting closer to that zone, I'm hoping that the quality is good. So maybe you guys can let me know before I begin on ranting for the next foreseeable future. Yep. So sorry for the daily stream stress because it's telling in your voice. No worries, brother. I mean, absolutely not. I mean, thank you for caring about me, but don't worry, guys. I'm just sleepy, low energy, but I mean, the mind is still working, so we're good. Thank you, coach. Thank you, Hamad, Oriental Bra, Fries or Phrase, Crypto Wedge, the legend, Professor Carter, CryptoNet, Joao, and Pete. Hello, hello. Bad game last night, anyway. Yep. So we got Real Madrid winning 1-0. We get Inner, Kama, Big Huggies, Victorant. So all of the brothers and sisters are jumping in. Thank you guys for being here. We got Crypto Alpha. So what I was just saying that obviously Bitcoin didn't quite mean bounce from the zone. So we, and that tells you and proves to you guys that you always gotta be patient and also be persistent on only taking the trades they had wanted. Because yesterday we literally live, we spent 4 hours and many of you guys were telling me, oh, you missed the trade, it got front run. Not to act, I mean it's fine to get front run, whatever that means, but it's fine. But I'm just saying that if you have a trade, you have a setup, you have a specific zone or a price point that you want to get hit for you to enter. Don't tell me, oh, Bitcoin, Ahmed, you wanted 66.2, but Bitcoin got to 66.5, so you gotta enter because it's pumping now, so maybe you're going to be missing it. It's fine. I'm not missing my trade if Bitcoin doesn't offer me my trade. Hopefully, guys, will understand that. It may look like it's going or it's I'm missing the trade, but I'm not, because it literally didn't hit my trade. Like if, for example, if Bitcoin did actually continue falling lower, we dropped to the daily, and then we saw this, then maybe you can tell me, okay, Ahmed, you're missing the trade, you're not entering along. But if Bitcoin just comes closer to it, doesn't hit it, and then starts, I mean, moving upwards higher, then that's fine. That's me being fine and totally mentally fine for missing or not participating in the bounce. Yeah, because I didn't get my setup that I had waited for like 3 4 days for it. So that's fine. But the point being here is that now we could be actually getting a much better, higher probability trade. Why? Because obviously, I mean, without even caring about the lower time frame stuff, the reason why I wanted to enter a potential long here is because of two things. Yep, maybe primarily two, but also three, which is volume profile from the beginning of the range to current price point, we got the value area low. Yep. So it is here. I don't want to mark it exactly because it's a range rather than a specific point. Yep. Or a zone, I'd say. Yeah, so we got a range value area low, which is the blue line. Plus, we got what? We got the daily. So higher time frame, Ahmed told us from 2-3 days ago that he's looking to potentially long this zone. Why? Because of us having the daily, having the value area, and maybe the loose third kind of reason is us putting a third higher consecutive low. Yep. So that is the reason. But now look at the powerful of, or the power, I guess, of like also adding an execution kind of lower time frame move, because my reason would have been a reason and it still stands as a reason till now, before it and now. Yep. So we got Bitcoin at 69. How are you doing, brother? Action Tourist. We got Bureau, Hamad. Thank you, brothers and sisters. All right. So yeah, I mean, higher time frame stuff, I was talking about this move. But now, once Bitcoin just got closer to it, but didn't quite hit it, it started to build actual liquidity. So now it moves from just being an area or a zone of interest for a long because of a higher time frame move to actually lower time frame scalpy potential trade too. Yeah, so it doesn't negate what I was talking about in terms of actually wanting the zone on a higher time frame, but it adds to it, like it adds more, let's say, probability of it working, because now on the lower time frame, 5-minute time frame, we got a potential range forming. So what I had done now, for those that would love to know, I'd done two things. Now, obviously, visually, you don't need a rocket scientist to tell you. Hopefully, guys, as you've been watching me, you know that this is liquidity. So you got this low, those three lows, and this low all being above each other. Yep. So that is liquidity. So the idea of liquidity means that like longs are adding here. So if Bitcoin does this, it's going to be taken out the longs, which is, or hence taken out liquidity. Second thing is the casual usual setup. I literally have a video about, for those that don't know, I had a video which is like my daily 5-minute scalping strategy, which is marking the highs and lows of the day. Very easy. I mean, I do have an indicator that tells you it, but you can do it visually. But if you're too lazy like me, you can just turn this on. Hold on, that's not this one, and it tells you that this is the daily high and this is the daily low. Yep. So notice how now I've got an added reason. Now, I mean, the reasons were day value area low, daily, and third consecutive low. Those were the biggest higher time frame reasons. Now, even on a lower time frame, I have a range. Let me mark it out. This is a range, yeah, local 5-minute time frame range. Hold on. Yep. And the reason why I say 5-minute time frame, because I just have the 5-minute time frame, because but by the way, guys, it's also the 7-minute time frame range. So don't get stuck with the idea of time frames. Yeah, time frame is just a way of visualizing periods. So I'm just talking about this as being a range. I only say it's a scalp range because it got formed within an hour, a day, and 9 hours. Yeah, so regardless of the time frame you're viewing it in. So what I was saying, that now look at this, like as a trader, yeah, I would have been interested in logging the low of the day plus the low of the whole range, regardless of me wanting to enter along here for a couple of days. So that is the power, sorry guys, of like wanting or combining lower time frame stuff with higher time frames. So now you can tell yourself that Ahmed had opened the live stream and told us that we obviously still want and still are open for potentially longing the 66.4 to 66.1 because it is a higher time frame trade with a higher time frame reasons. Plus now with the idea that Bitcoin didn't actually hit the zone, and it didn't go and bounce from it, but rather started actually creating liquidity with a lower time frame range. It adds to the power of actually executing the trade for both reasons. For us looking at it as a local little liquidity grab of taking the low and taking the low of the zone. So it's a trade by its own, I guess, like self. So it's a trade by itself for us having this idea. But now it's two reasons. We got the bigger time frame reasons, which I started with the daily and the value area low, but also lower time frame reasons, which is us having a range, us looking for liquidity, us looking for a new daily low. Yep, very simple. So now, as I told you guys, this only adds to the power to the power and the probability of this trade working out. I'm not expecting this to drop, nor am I expecting it to work out. But now I've got more confidence, and I'm liking this more because I'm executing on a lower time frame reasons that adds to what we had wanted from yesterday. Yesterday, for those that were with us for the entirety or even a portion of yesterday's 4 hour long live stream, we didn't have those reasons. We only, like, even when we were dropping, we only had the bigger time frame reasons. It's like just a value area low and a daily, and it wasn't the best kind of trade. But now, once we had seen like the low being put very close to it, we saw liquidity getting built, we saw a formed range, yeah, a lower time frame one. Now I get more confident in potentially like taking the trade if it happens, and the probability going higher. Yep. And regarding the range, which I got highlighted in yellow here, yeah, we also potentially could be taking obviously the other side of the trade, or the range, which is actually looking to target the high and the daily. So now it's very 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 simple, guys. If you want to short Bitcoin today, my trader here, as a scalp trader or as a scalp, yeah, I'm a trader. I don't want to label myself, but as a trader, this could be a potential trade, which is like, hold on, let me do it with the arrows. Let me look for them. Yeah. So the idea here, the premise, I'd love for Bitcoin to take out the high of the day plus take some extra liquidity. So we may as well just hit those like little lines here. Yep. Yep. Mark a new high with the NY open, go into the daily, and then if this is lost, get a nice short. And on the flip side, on the other side, we got this as both like a lower time frame reason and a bigger time frame reason. So now one would ask me, I mean, you didn't ask, but I'll ask myself. One would say, what is the difference between this trade and this trade? Both are scalp trades, but this one has an added benefit of it being also a higher time frame reason. So like, by the way, this is irrelevant because at the end of the day, if I enter the short, I'm going to be ready for having it open unless I get stopped out or it happens to be literally a top and we move lower. So like me being potentially guessing, I guess, that this long would have a higher probability of going higher than this short is irrelevant to my risk and trade management. So don't let this actually affect you. Yep. At the end of the day, I'm always open to booking 50% profit and leaving the short running in case Bitcoin doesn't hit my stop loss, but rather just continues lower, and obviously vice versa for the long. So management wise, it doesn't matter. I'm only just speaking about how this long is like fitting well with the higher time frame idea we had yesterday with the newer lower time frame idea. Yeah, but obviously we could be like, we get lucky with entering a short and then it being like a literal top and we drop. I got no idea. Yep. So hopefully now you guys are prepared for whatever is going to be coming. Now we are going to be very very unlucky if we don't enter a trade together today. Why? Because obviously this is a very tight range with literally 1.5% up could offer us the short, 1.5 also to I mean down is potentially offering us the long. So unless we get super lucky, unlucky, sorry guys, and we range for the entirety of the next hour, I mean, we hopefully will be taking a trade. But now let me read the comments. Ahmed bro Chow is here. I'm not sure what that means, but I mean, thank you, bro. A part of you not showing you not showing this is much better because the trade chart is clearer than every other video. Thank you. I mean, seems like you're disliking my face in the webcam, but thank you, brother. I'm joking, by the way. Arito, how you doing? Thank you. Don't worry, I have plenty of energy. I'll make up for your lower energy. Wayne, the legend, good day, champions. Ahmed, our teacher, thank you for showing up. Thank you, brother, for showing up too, and for obviously caring about me. Action Tourist said, I'll contain and restrain myself now. Good day, brother. Pete, saying, great content. I hope you get this long. I mean, I hope everybody gets that if we get it. Hold on. Mitwalli saying he longed longed yesterday at 198 Amazon. All right, it's looking good. I mean, you're a legend for doing that. Driving, bro, for the next 15 minutes. Right, take care of yourself. For 1% risk for the long, 0.5% risk for the short. Fair enough. I mean, that that is acceptable. Now you can go and do 1% for both, but I mean, if you don't want to risk it, that is fine too. I do, Sarah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Misho again. Good morning, brother. Thank you guys for being amazing. So that's like pretty much it. Like I don't want to overcomplicate it. Now we can obviously remind our kind champs and the viewers that we potentially, I mean, we haven't yet forgotten about like how we are looking at it as a triangle where I'm hoping to catch a long and then fake the patterns people for us to short. But I mean that doesn't mean that I'm expecting Bitcoin to go one way or another. I mean I have an idea to make money here. I have an idea to make money here. If we go higher, this is an idea to make money. If we go lower, this is an idea to make money. So it's only it's step by step. Yep. So we don't want to be guessing or predicting where the Bitcoin will price will be moving. Like I can give my preference. Like obviously my preference is to catch the short, the little one, to then catch the long, the not so little one, to then catch the short, and then to go. I mean that would be legendary, but this is not me expecting it or predicting it. Yep. I'm just like I'd prefer this to happen, which is like intraday scalp of both sides, jumping higher because we are playing the higher lows, go liquidate the pattern people, liquidate the short side liquidity, then start entering long because every pattern trader will be entering long, and then we actually short and go to 60. Why 60? Because I mean I'm expecting 60 to be hit, and also for us to hit the liquidity on the other side. So now, and that's something that's very similar with Bitcoin, with Ethereum too. Ethereum and Bitcoin, I'm expecting a big explosive move like in the next couple of days or hours. Why? Because obviously the sell side is liquidity is up. I mean, very very nicely intact, and also the long side liquidity. So I don't want to guess which way or one way or another will ETH and Bitcoin move. I mean, Bitcoin is the market mover, but just understand that this doesn't seem like a market, or I'll be very surprised. Let me put it that way. If Bitcoin continues on just ranging between 70 and 66. To be honest, it could happen. I'd be just for I'm allowed to be surprised, to be honest. Uh, Keep up the great work. Thank you, Noah. I'm holding my short on ETH from 2027. I mean, that is amazing, 2027. So I'm assuming you had waited for the fake out. Very similar to what we're looking for on Bitcoin. I'm just assuming here. Yep. Right now taking earlier today. Yeah. So it is right. My stop loss is 2050. So stop loss is, I'd move your stop loss to entry by now, to be honest. What are your thoughts? Move your stop loss to entry, but don't close any portion unless, let me see what the anchor view up telling us. Yeah, don't move, don't take profits unless $2,000 is reclaimed, to be honest. Hold on. Yeah, I mean I'd take profits at the value area low, so maybe 1960, but now at least move your stop loss to entry because it is a good trade, to be honest. So Ahmed, that would be ultra legendary if that happens. Yeah, to be honest, if it does, that would be amazing. But that's the beauty of actually taking the trades as they come. Because at the end of the day, every single trade, especially if you got, as I told you guys, please make sure that you've got it. I mean, applied, isolated, separated on the top right corner. I mean, it's not totally shown, but just you can read it at the top. Just make sure you've got the feature on WEEX, because at the end of the day, we'd wanna manage the trade independently. So if Bitcoin goes here, I'd want to take the short, but if it works, it works. I'll forget about it, and then on the side, I'll try my hand on my long, and then like if both work, obviously, and then what, like in the middle, I'd have both of them running. Yep. If think about it this way, then I'm going to be, I mean, happy, enjoying my life. Put a stop loss at entry, and then if it want to explode this way, I'm good. If it explodes this way, I'm also good. So yeah, it's you're putting yourself at a situation where it's inevitable for you to make money. Yeah. I trade with this consolidation twice already with small margin, created leverage, and I joined the third of it. Amazing. Okay, brother, remove my stop loss right now. Amazing. I have my TP at 1961. Lol. Amazing. Yeah, so I'm happy for you, brother. By the way, I've got 3 new, I mean, videos that will be coming out on, or for the free trading course. So for those that were, I mean, obviously the live stream yesterday was literally 4 hours. So hold on. Yep. So I mean, I'm happy for that. But I was able to extract like 3 nice clips, which would be a standalone videos hopefully in the next couple of days. I mean, I've got them ready. So hold on. Yep. So I'll hopefully post them like when we get the chance to. But anyhow, so now the focus is pretty clear and pretty easy. If you got a question, guys, please do bring them in. Again, and maybe that would be a bummer for 99% of you guys. Unfortunately, that's not me trying to avoid the NY Open, but unfortunately, the prayer time it's like before the NY Open, it's literally 6:18 p.m. And the market opens at 6:30. So I'm going to be staying with you guys till the last second. Hopefully, maybe not, but hopefully, but not exactly at the market open. Why? Because I cannot. I mean, I mentally can, but uh, I'm physically capable. I can, but I unfortunately that's not something I can do. So and also by the way, I think nobody asked me about the exit chart, so I'll do it myself. I mean, I didn't check it much today, so obviously no NPCs and stuff. Let me look at this section. Right, we got a shorts building up. Right, that would be interesting. I mean, shorts are jumping in. Hold on a second. I mean that we got some nice bullish CVD. Not that it matters to be honest. Uh, hold on a second, and then oh yeah, so it doesn't matter as much. We just know that this section has started to add more shorts in. So I mean, likelihood of dropping lower today is also like very high. Hold on, let me do this, and then we hold on. Ahmed, don't break your fast soon too. Don't you break your fast soon too? Yes, it's in less than an hour. We've spent approximately 24 hours on live waiting to catch that long. Maybe today's the day. Yeah, that's crazy to think. I think you've added all the time or all the hours spent live. I mean, let's say okay. Let me see. I think I started talking about it when it got made, so at least on Friday. No, not probably not Friday. So it would have been Saturday. So Saturday, an hour Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I'd say the let me see how long was Tuesday. That's 2 hours. So three Saturday, Sunday, Monday was 2 hours. So four plus two, six plus it's literally 10 hours. I mean that's crazy. We've hold on. Fear levels in the market are at record high. Those are the fear shorts. Maybe I mean it's hard to gauge, so I'd question the source of information. Yeah, and it's also useless to be honest because like maybe I mean it could be true. I mean, what do you expect like fear wise and greed wise if the market dropped 50%? I mean that is a logical thing for I mean as a statement, but it's hard to trade, hard to profit out of off of a statement. Like it's a like okay, what do we do with the fear exactly? Which setup does it offer us? So yeah, I'm just monitoring this. I know it sounds boring, but trust me, this is the kind of stuff that makes the most amount of money. Like if you open a lower time frame move and you see the defined highs being perfectly, I mean, with liquidity, exactly with the day high and low also being part of the consolidation, with both sides also having a daily and I mean this one has also very low. Like this is gold for making money. Like I mean the worst thing that can happen here is that Bitcoin offers us a long and then we take also a short, the short loses, and or the other side we take a short, the short loses, the short makes money but then the long doesn't win and we continue short. Yeah, I mean also like, I mean there's other worse things which is like seeing a nice reaction, entering but then losing, but I'm just talking about like potentially what's avoidable and what's not. So it's like borderline impossible for us to lose. Once we take an actual like profitable long, then it's going to be actually impossible for us to lose because I mean if you hold on, if you or if we like let's just say we go higher before we go lower. I'm just giving an example. Yep, if we see the reaction like being half good and we enter short and then we move our stop loss, like we'll enter here, stop loss above the high, whatever, and the target will be the low, but obviously not the low. I'm not going to be closing it fully, but that's a technical target. Yep. So once it dropped a bit, I mean, it's hard for me to tell you now when I'm going to be moving my stop loss, but let's just say like 67, somewhere around that, or sorry, 67 and a half or something like that. Yep. So once this happens, I'll move my stop loss. Hold on, yep, to entry, and that would be literally impossible for the market to make us lose, because worst case scenario, it does this and we don't make a profit. Yeah, I mean, best case scenario, or not so best, but I mean, a good scenario is like we drop here, and then I mean, once it drops, we take profits, we enter the long, and then like you're literally guaranteed profits no matter what happens. If this happens, you're good because you got a short on the top. If this happens, you're good because you're not trading the breakout, but rather just, I mean, leaving this one with profit and continuing long. So like that is the most amazing, perfect, I mean, scenario to put yourself in, and that tells you that yes, trading requires, I guess, luck, and requires some, I mean, the market moving in your way, but on your favor. But at the end of the day, you being smart and positioning yourself in a way that doesn't guarantee your profitability, because at the end of the day, I won't lie to you guys, nothing is guaranteed, but at least like help yourself out by keeping the winners running. Like most of you guys fail to keep them running, and you don't understand that you need them to be running for you to be making money. Mathematically, I mean, yeah, like I need one trade to make me like 10 times the losing stop loss at least once a month for me to live a life that is like very profitable and very, I'd say, like very worthy of like spending hours and time and studying and all of that. So hopefully you got the point, guys. So it may seem as if it's a boring live, and I mean, it's very kind of interesting that the viewers are down. So I'd say that there is a correlation between my not so beautiful face and the viewership. However, I'm glad that I got, and I mean, I managed to come on live, talk about potential trades, and also like get to talk with the champs, because obviously, even though it's low energy, I'd much rather do it, not miss it, and be with you. I do understand that I'm not going to be able to spend the NY Open session with you. However, I mean, spending whatever we can together is amazing. Actually, everything is fine. Thank you, viewer. So yeah, so I mean, getting stream quality is amazing, no problem. Yeah, I mean, the screen is good, the microphone is not that bad, I guess, maybe even better than the other one, but your face matters. Thank you, V8. That makes me not sure if I'm happy or not. That's a nice comment. But anyhow, so thank you, Kryptonite. Appreciate your effort to be here. Thank you, bro. Thank you for your appreciation. Anyhow, so also for ETH, pretty simple. I do want to stress the fact that I'm also still, and just a reminder, I do understand that maybe some of you guys would forget, because like I focus on, I was ultra focused on 66. That I may forget to mention this, but obviously it stands. Like even my Arabic viewers, I had went live like an hour ago. They were telling me, "Oh, is the 72K trade cancelled?" Guys, anything that doesn't happen is never cancelled. It's a setup. Like it's not a thing to be activated or cancelled, or if you know what I mean. So like I don't want to mention every line on the chart for you guys to know that it's not cancelled. Yeah, 72.2 remains to be a potential trade. Yeah, I mean, I'm not predicting a move higher. I'm just, I mean, open for it to happen. And the reason why I brought it up, because this could also, obviously, I've said this, but I want to say it again. This could also work well with Ethereum. If it goes to 2200, 2150, could offer us the same setup, but with much more, I guess, I mean, return. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the full projected, I guess, outcome for Bitcoin, if we catch a short, if it works out, because maybe we can lose, but if it works out, the full projected potential is like dropping 20% or so, 17 to 20%. And I told you guys, I'm bearish on ETH against Bitcoin. So if I'm expecting 20% down on ETH against Bitcoin, and potentially Bitcoin can drop 20% too, you can just imagine the drop that would happen on ETH. I'm not saying it's going to be dropping 40%. I'm just want you guys to be open and ready for whatever kind of trade, whatever kind of move that would happen. I'm just scared for those that thinking that they can DCA invest, and obviously ETH will bounce, and obviously it cannot drop more, and obviously it's like too cheap. Yeah. From 1 to uh from 1 to 10, how hungry or thirsty are you? I mean, I'm not that thirsty. I'm more hungry to be honest, and I mean that's good. I mean, I'd much rather be hungry than thirsty. Thank you, Biro, for asking me such an important question. But yeah, I mean, I'm not even that hungry. I just would love to eat. Yep. So, and by the way, I mean, that tells you how much I eat in a day. Last time I had eaten was the time where I went live. So I literally closed the live stream when my food came. So last time I eaten was 20 hours ago. Yep. Maybe I should have ate at night, but that's something not to bring up during a TA session. Anyhow, so yeah, I mean, let's wait and see. If you guys have got questions, we can answer them. I mean, my low energy, I mean, being low energy doesn't help with lack of comments. Yeah, but obviously that I'm not joking. By the way, wow, we didn't eat sour. No, we just filled and I was no worries. Thank you, Biro. 66. Hold on. That dominance sorted you out. Yeah, it does. I mean, eating it at like 9 p.m. You don't need much else, but it fakes you out because you don't feel hungry and you can't even eat. But then like I guess you get the feeling to eat or being hungry after like after Fajr and all of that. 66K Bitcoin still stands right. Well done, champs. Hold on. I mean, sorry, I didn't. 66.1K. Hold on. You skipped my question. Sorry. I asked about a potential swing long at 64 because of the Fibonacci golden pocket. It's okay. I'll answer the question. Sorry for skipping it. So I wouldn't say that there's major liquidity grab here. I see millions of liquidity on Bybit and Binance at Heatmap. I'd question them to be honest, but in my own humble opinion, I wouldn't say uh uh that this is liquidity or major liquidity grab. And I literally explained yesterday, Bureau, that the reason why I'm not liking this area too. I mean, I had an MPOC that I deleted, so yes, it's supposed to be an MPOC at like 64 point something. So I'll put it back on. I think it's like 64.8. So yeah, I do have an MPOC, and it could be a valid long where we fake out the NPUC and fake out the lows. But I wouldn't say that we are faking out liquidity. That's the first thing. And also the reason why, I mean, this is a trade I've been talking about, guys. If you don't remember, last Thursday I was waiting for it to be hit. But now when we're coming back to it, context matters. Yep. And with context, I wouldn't be liking this because it's going to be outside of the value area. It could be a fair, I guess, fine, like little long if given, but I'm just scared of a rotation like this after retesting the value area low. So it is valid potentially, but not the best. I'd much rather, I mean, context wise, for us to get a bounce from here to have strength to find to at least go to the valley area or the anchored view up. If not, like we do this, I'd say that the likelihood of both scenarios happening, like both things happening at 66, are like almost 80%. I'm just making up numbers to get the idea across, but it's like less than 20%. I'll be surprised. Let me put it that way. I'll be surprised if Bitcoin drops and this is the bottom potentially. And I'm not. By the way, I could be long in this. I'm just saying that if I long it, I wouldn't be managing it differently. I just would be feeling that maybe we do this, maybe just maybe. But as told you, yes, it is a valid long. We've been waiting for it, and we had wanted it even like 5 days ago or 6 days ago. Bro, I'm surprised you're not thirsty though. Yeah, it is that it does make you thirsty, but just make sure I made sure to drink a lot of water. So I guess eating it and drinking a lot of water and it being, I mean, 20 hours ago helps with not being thirsty. Hey, what about the CME gap around 83? I don't trade CME gaps. It's like no noise to me. Anything that's like too famous, too beginner friendly, I don't care. There's a CME gap at like 9K, I guess. So I mean potentially and likelihood wise, it's likely that we reach 83 for us to go to the gap, whatever. But how is that helpful? as a trader, as someone who's trying to make a living and make money in the market, what would I do with this sort of question? Because like, yes, I mean, math wise, and that would be true because I try to be the math guy. Math wise, it's like, see me, and I'm going to be making a number out of my mind, was like 80% they get hit and they get filled. So yes, obviously caring about 83 should be something that, or I mean, knowing and accepting that it's like likely that we go to 83 is option. I mean, absolutely viable and absolutely like potential. Yeah, but so I'm not going to tell you no. We're not going to 83. But like, what do I do with this information? Is the thing that I'm trying to think. Like, as a person who's trying to make a living day trading Bitcoin and taking trades, how is this sort of I mean news helpful? Like, do you expect me, not exactly to your brother, I'm just talking in general, do you expect me to enter along at like 67, don't have a stop loss just because there's a semi gap? Or like, what would I do? Like, how would 83 as a potential zone to be hit help me find a trade? Yeah, if it does, then maybe you can enlighten me, because I'm obviously always open to learning. But as a trader, I'm focusing on trades. uh in 2021 there were loads of open CME gaps in the major drop, and they got filled a week, 1 year later. Yeah, and they didn't get filled because it's, oh, they get filled 1 year. No, no, they got filled because obviously Bitcoin moves, so it's going to be moving in price, and most people will get, oh, it's filling, oh, it's getting filled. But no, Bitcoin is just moving. Like, obviously if Bitcoin leaves the gap at 67, it's going to be revisiting it like sooner rather than later. And I say this because obviously if it puts a gap here and it's like at 69, the I mean, the further away we go, the less likely that we hit it in like less period. But it doesn't mean that we'll never hit it. Yeah, so like, you have to understand, like, obviously the gap is just something you're going to be wasting your time learning, because you're using it to get biased, and that's wrong for you, because that would wreck you. Like, why would I let a gap that is like at 83 affect my bias at looking for trades? Because obviously no one single trade would have the logical target of 83. So you might as well just focus on little profitable ones, and then hold the winner hopefully for long. Yep. So hopefully you understood what I mean by that. Yeah. And maybe that's because our channel is primarily something that or a channel that tries to keep it realistic and true, and not that fake and empty, and not maybe just focus on what's bringing in money. Today's stream will end soon, right? You have namaz and iftari after sunset. Just trying to understand. Yes, I mean, the names are, I think this is like the Indian subcontinent names and the Irani names, but yeah, it is true. But thank you for understanding. Yep. So it is like, we we uh we fast from suns. Oh, yeah, not from sunset. So from sun. I forgot the name, what the sunrise to sunset. Yeah, sorry guys. We fast from sunrise to sunset. And yes. So I guess for me it's 2:30 p.m. For Ahmed it's 5:30. I think yes, Maghrib is very soon for the champ. Yeah, it is. It's less than an hour. Let me check to be precise. I think 40 minutes. Yeah, 41 minutes. I should have a clock or a countdown to Maghrib time on the live stream for you guys to know, and for me to also follow. But I'm enjoying it. By the way, guys, I'm enjoying the fact that I get to go live and not feel the time passing. It's not Ramadan yet in Cairo. We're a day later. Yeah, even Libya is a day later. So like, that's a usual thing. I mean, it's like split. I think 50-50. Most countries are, I mean, are having their Ramadan tomorrow. I mean, and the rest are here, or I guess 50-50. So it's like half and half. Yep. So let's just hope we catch a trade before we get a drop, or sorry, before Maghrib time. If you guys got a question, maybe you can answer it. Again, yes, not to bore you guys out, but obviously, if you want to take trading seriously, you would want to, I mean, follow me with the execution and use the same infrastructure with real capital, especially if you got like real capital, then using WEEX would help you with having the same kind of stop loss entry, and also the nice features such as allowing the fact that you can enter multiple separate opposing trades. and also better execution with limit orders. And I mean, obviously, clicking on the link is an affiliate, but that is totally up to you, I guess. Yes, Ahmed, true. Time moves slower when there is no food. Does fasting in Ramadan offer a bonus and blessings? Yes, but it's a pillar, so it's like it's not something that you get. I mean, more bonuses on. It's like a required thing. Yep. So it's like you're good for doing it, but not the best. It's your average. Uh, you're bad for not doing it. If you know what I mean. As Muslims, I'm just talking. Trade with Ahmed and the champions. Support the channel. Use the link. Thank you, Wayne, for being amazing. You're a legend. Hopefully, you're not driving and doing the link thing, but thank you, brother. Thank you for caring. Yes. So he just linked the link to WEEX if someone wants to trade on it, especially those that are struggling with following and copying the trades with the same execution, same entry price, same stop losses, because obviously, I mean, whenever I put a stop loss on a certain trade, it's going to be totally different from whatever kind of exchange you're using. And obviously, Weeks does support trading, so it's very beneficial to move there if you want to. I've been trading on it for more than a year, and it has the nice feature which I over stress on, which is like the allowance of or being able to have two shorts open, and I may get to add a third short and a fourth, but it's going to be a long. So like that's the beauty of like not combining and messing up your trades because your exchange doesn't allow you to do this. Yeah. So that's the beauty of it. That's how I was able to hold those trades and then like not caring about them. Like I get them, I make money on them, and I leave them open. Yeah. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you, Dragon. Better late than never. I made it. Not driving. All right. Thank you, brother. Uh, Thank you for making it. Thank you for also caring about the link. So yeah, if someone wants to take trading seriously, if you care about the fees, especially with the higher capital that you've got, the more important that you focus on the infrastructure and the exchange that you're using. So I mean that is also important. And I mean obviously it is Ramadan, so you gotta be with me on the free Telegram channel so that we don't. I mean I don't miss a day or something. Hindus have fasting festival that usually starts after Ramadan. It's not as long, but it's like 24 by 9. Oh, that is or not 24 days, I guess, 9 hours. Yep. So okay, similar time. I mean, ours is like uh in it depends on the country. In the UAE is like 13 hours. That's nice. I mean, that's on the low side, by the way. Some European countries get up to like 18, 19 because the sun does. I mean, the sun. I'm not sure. It doesn't set for a while, whatever. Once I caught enough payouts on prop trading, I'll start trading on weeks as well, brother. Amazing. And that's the way to do it, to be honest. Like if you like manage to milk the payouts, you then funnel in your actual money on weeks to have it as your main capital building infrastructure with the prop firms like feeding into it. Uh Thank you, Wayne, for being a legend again. I mean, 24 hours for 9 days. You sure? I mean, you don't eat for 24 hours? That is, I think, this that's like potentially, it could kill you, I guess. But hopefully, I'm wrong. Maybe you drink water, but not food. I think I'm guessing there's no way you can go for 9 days without drinking water. I guess like the maximum human can go is like 7 hours, 7 days. Bro, in the UK, it's around 10 years ago. Iftar was like 9, long day. No, not at 9. Yeah, yeah. So like UK and Europe is like always long. Even like Norway, I think they like fast for 20 hours, or Finland, something like that. Yeah. So I guess that's too bad. But I mean, that's sorry guys for having a very irrelevant conversation. I mean, Bitcoin is not moving. What do you want me to do? We spent 4 hours yesterday and Bitcoin didn't move. We eat fruits, nuts, and water, milk and sugar. So you're not fasting, bro. You're not fasting. You're just on a diet. But I mean, thank you. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could eat all of that and call it fasting too. How you doing, Zayn? How you doing, brother? Thank you for showing up. Yeah, so uh, let me see. I mean, also ETH could be open for this, especially for our brothers and sisters that are Noah and Dragon are the ETH traders we've got here in the fam. So maybe you can look for something like that. Uh, I'm behind on the stream once again, so I'm not commenting yet. But what is the difference between a naked POC and a POC? So a POC is just the name of the red line that appears within a volume profile. Yeah, so it's literally the definition and the label of whatever that is. You know what I mean? The NPOC is one way of using the volume profile to get a specific POC, which is using it by putting a volume profile within the past day or the past week or the past month or the past year. By past, I mean it has to have closed. And then you see if the POC of that specific period, whether a day, week, month, or year, had the POC had gotten touched by the other new period or not. I don't believe in Islam. Christ is the real deal. So I mean, I'm not going to be, removing you, but at least timing you out. Please leave all of us convo like outside of the channel. Everybody from all across the world is welcome here. So you can believe whatever you want to believe, but I mean, just keep it civil in the comments, please. And that's out of respect because you've commented before. Like, had it been someone random, I would have banned them. Just arrived. What did I miss? Probably nothing. I mean, not that much. I mean, just know that we are looking for this and that. No worries, Wayne. All good. Uh, Canada is like 17, 18 hours sometimes. Oh, that's bad. Yes, you can call it a diet. Grains and meat is prohibited, plus onions and garlic. That's nice. I mean, if the only prohibited stuff are grains and meat, I can literally think of lots and lots of stuff that are you can be able to eat. So it's fine. It's like it literally guarantees that the whole country is like not getting fat with time. Like if everybody gets on a diet for 9 days. Uh, 40 likes only. You know the rules. 100 likes. Thank you, Ernesto. Let's see how many likes now. Obviously, it's low quality. Ahmed is like not without a webcam, doing it from home. So, but you guys should be pushing the same objective, I guess. So let's get it to 100. It's time for scalps. Maybe, yeah. I mean, we are open for it. I cannot decide or reject scalp. I'm just waiting as everybody here is. So we've laid out the plan for those that maybe weren't with us. Sorry, at the beginning, we basically just said. Let me just repeat again. Yeah, so it's like it's a move upwards for a potential scalp and a move downwards for potential long scalp too. So like we're looking for range plays that will hopefully make us money. Uh, he's a female, he's a troller. He's a free man, but still a troller. I I'm not sure what that means. I mean, you missed me with that, but yep. So let's wait and see. It has taken a while. Bitcoin is like a bit slower. Man, if ETH breaks down, hold on, 930 and shows a possible bounce, I will reverse my exact short I'm holding from. That's my plan. But what if, rather than reversing it, keep a portion of it like open and then like put a stop loss to entry and then enter your line, because that would be your, I guess, your insurance against something like this happening. Yep. So you might as well just keep it open. And also, I would just stress the fact. I mean, you hopefully you know it, brother, but I'll stress the fact that you gotta focus on Bitcoin first. So you decide on Bitcoin, you watch Bitcoin, you like the reaction on Bitcoin, and then and only then do you then like go over on ETH and say, okay, ETH has done the same thing. I'm liking it on Bitcoin, so let's do it on ETH too. Yep. But I would just say that maybe not close it fully, because nobody knows. What if like ETH pushes lower? You get like stuck in a long and then this happens. So we wanna protect the downside, focus on protecting the downside rather than focusing too much on making the most amount of money. So we're not trying to maximize profit, but on the short term, but rather maximize or minimize the losses, which would, I mean, hopefully in the long run maximize profits and minimize losses at the same time simultaneously. Yep. Let's see how many likes we've got. 40 likes, 43 likes. Let's push to 50 and keep that as our Ramadan objective. You know, low quality, low energy objective is like 50 likes, 50% energy, 50% likes. CryptoNet saying, I'm a principal dancer in a very famous uh, in Europe, and I have to fast for 48. All right, it's gone now. I was just enjoying reading the comment, but now it's gone. Damn, amazing plan. Okay, yeah, ETH breaks 1960 come. It's coming down more absolutely always after BTC. I don't trust pumps or dumps on ETH if Bitcoin is not. And also USD dominance is amazing to use for ETH. I mean, you're good. Again, we got Beer saying like it up. 100 likes is the rule, not 50. uh, I'm a principal dancer at a very famous theater in Europe, and I have to fast for 48 hours every 30 days, plus fasting every day. Wow, I hate it, but my body functions better. That is borderline dangerous, but I mean, kudos to you. I mean, that makes me feel actually that what I'm doing is too easy. So, I mean, that is amazing. As long as your body is enduring the pain, then I guess keep going. Back again, Ahmed. Thank you for being back. Do you have any videos on how to set up Exo? I don't have a tutorial, but I can tell you this. Yesterday we had spoken about like what I look for with the order flow. So there will be a clip and a video coming out which kind of explains Exo like and my usage to it in terms of execution, but not exactly setting it up. Yep. We can do it. Thank you, Ernesto. The like count makes me miss Renata, our sister. Does the better job at pushing. Yeah, I think like just her being too nice and a woman helps with everybody pushing the like. I guess Vikrant asking for the like button is not the same. Uh, brother, do you have any setup on ETH? Yeah. So on ETH, I've said like this is going to be similar to Bitcoin's hitting 66.5 or less. Yep. Obviously I'm still preferring 2150 to 2022 2200. Yeah, so yeah, I do have a setup here locally, but that would only be suggested for those that are adamant about trading ETH, for example our brother Noah. And I would obviously stress the fact that you gotta look at Bitcoin, decide, I mean, the I mean how good of the bounce is on Bitcoin, and then only if Bitcoin seems fine potentially for a trade, then like by that I mean like there's nothing confirmed ever, but like what I would be looking at is like a drop and then a reclaim, and then I'll be waiting and seeing and checking the candles and all that, and then I'll see the order flow, and then like at the end of the day, no matter how many or how much you do in terms of digging, right, we got lots and lots of longs not pushing the price higher. So I'm expecting lower, to be honest. If I had to guess, and guessing doesn't pay me, by the way, guys, so I'm just doing it for fun. We're probably going to be dropping lower. The stupid amount of longs open now is not pushing price higher, and that's basically just a sign of weakness when you see the CVD open interest, like someone buying in, but but the trades are getting absorbed. So it's not totally like magic. So like you cannot see this and say, oh my god, we're going down, let me enter a short. No, you do it to avoid longs. Like you gotta understand, this is not 100%. Like this occurrence doesn't 100% guarantee Bitcoin moving down. So rather than using such information to start using Exo and order flow to like short because this is bearish, you do it to avoid long. And hopefully you guys understood. Yep. Anyhow, but yeah, we can look at this if it gets given, I guess. Ahmed, do you expect ETH to take out 1895, the last low on Thursday? Nice. No, this one, 1895. I wouldn't expect this unless Bitcoin drops. So I don't want to expect that. I'll take it step by step. If we drop at 1%, I want to see what it or where it goes to. Yep. Assuming here. But yes, I mean we can technically get a drop on Bitcoin like this, and that causes ETH to drop to 1895 instead of 1920 or 1925. So yeah, possible, plausible, not something I care about. But yeah, it is something that would be open to, not expecting, because expecting is like too heavy for a word. I'm leaning towards expecting, if I may use it, 1927. After that, I'd want to see what Bitcoin does. I cannot look or assume too further or too forward in the future. I mean, yeah. So seems like our nice long people are getting stuck. So Bitcoin is like dropping, and that like tells you like like once you understand what like exit chart is for, don't use it to enter trades, but to avoid trades. That's like the most amazing use of it. I will leave Coinbase over to another exchange soon because I can only trade. Lol, it's made me a better trader for sure, but the risk, yeah, I mean that is amazing. I mean, Coinbase is good. I mean, I'd say Coinbase is good for, I mean, holding capital, but for execution and infrastructure and actually dealing with multiple trades, I would suggest Weeks. No, no, obviously, I feel kind of weird just suggesting it because we do got a link to it, but the link is optional, I guess. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, Weeks as an amazing option is always good, especially if your capital is like above 5K. Your fees and it's 10K, 20K, like the fees and the execution does matter. Having the same kind of stop loss as I am, the entries, the feature of opening multiple trades, because like I told you, for example, now you can have separated and isolated, so it adds to the function. So uh, you can test it out and see if you like it for yourself. We are getting a drop now on Bitcoin. Let me see. Yeah, so still holding well, I guess, but by well I mean they're not getting wrecked with a little drop, so maybe more. Uh, Sadly, I'm unable to use Weeks with an American passport. I mean, you can use it, it's just no KYC, and that's it. But I mean, that is also understandable, I guess. Hold on, you can test it out. I mean, I've got friends who are in the US and that use it. It's just a matter of like not KYCing and using a VPN. I saw Bybit supports longs and shorts event with Cross. I wouldn't recommend Cross to be honest. Uh, the Cross is super dangerous because you are essentially like putting at risk the whole amount of capital. So I wouldn't say that. So the reason why I'm whenever I talk about weeks and the important feature we've got here, yeah, I'm not only caring about it being separated. The main thing is isolated. Like isolated, I need this because I don't want to risk the whole amount of money that I've got in my portfolio. I only want to have the money that I choose to risk to be risked, and also I want to have it separated so that we can open multiple trades in opposite directions. For example, our brother Noah, Wayne said that he's in the US and he uses Weeks, and that's good to know. I mean, I've got also other friends. We also got Wayne, so glad to see that US brothers using Weeks. But I was just saying, you don't need to verify your account. Just do phone and verification. Yeah, I mean, but the guys, even if you're using I mean, an exchange that I mean, like that requires KYC, only do it or only look for an option the like once you're forced to KYC, then forced I mean KYC. Many like get it wrong and think that KYC is correlated with safety, but that's not totally wrong. I mean, safety is putting two-factor authentication, phone number, email, and making sure to not give your password to anybody. But KYCing is only like it's only asked by governments and like banks and all that stuff. So that's why it's mandatory by most exchanges. Like if it was up to the exchanges, by the way, every single exchange wouldn't ask for KYC if it was up to them. Watching on 2.5x, chat ain't safe. I'm coming. 8 minutes ago, 8 minutes to go. All right, so assuming 8 minutes to go with 2x and a half, so that's literally maybe three minutes. I'm in the US as well. Weeks works fine. All right, thank you, Arito. So we got Arito, Wayne, and also I got other friends who also use Weeks. So I guess you can test it out. Uh, yeah. I mean, the fees are good, especially if you get a higher VIP as I do. It's amazing to enter borderline zero, and also, uh, by the way, I forgot, but yeah, we got silver and fees, no VPN. Oh wait, that's amazing too. I mean, I didn't know that to be honest. So now you know, brother. No VPN works well. You can try it out. Uh, Hold on, let me see. Sorry, Hamad saying, Ahmed, can you make cash withdrawals on weeks to a UK bank? I'm assuming, I don't want to assume. So how about you try it out and you tell me, because I don't think so. But that I don't want to rule it out, because what if it's working? Repeat. I'm in the UK. Is weeks okay for me? Yes. Weeks is I mean, I forgot. Weeks is available for everywhere and everybody. Thanks, you guys. Oh yeah, almost every trade I take for Coinbase is like, oh my god, brother, it's amazing that you were able to, like, I mean, stay afloat, I guess, and it's the testament to you being a good trader. Yeah. So, and that's maybe what, because Coinbase is like too big, but Weeks, it's not the biggest. So like they value VIP and all of that stuff, especially if you enter and leave with limit. Yep. And you manage to also like use the isolated separated. Yep. You'd have a better infrastructure and actually becoming profitable or even making more money. Yep, because Coinbase is like the known grandma exchange to like buy money. Like I don't have an issue with someone buying Bitcoin and leaving it on Coinbase. Maybe like leave it in a cold wallet, but I'm just saying like it's a good option for leaving money in. But for trading, after active trading, I'm pretty sure even the CEO would tell you against it. But anyhow, like if you wanna, now obviously the link here is an affiliate link, so please do understand that clicking on it, brother. I do want to make it like quite clear for those, because I'm not sure, maybe it's an Arab things, but I do feel kind of weird talking about affiliate. But anyhow, yes, clicking on the link would get you the champs referral code applied automatically. It does give you a bonus, especially if you're trading with higher capital. You can easily unlock bonuses. They say up to 30k, but it's like you can get some, like if you deposit $10,000 and you trade for a good month, you can unlock like 1k or something like that. Yeah. So it's only a bonus that is like secondary. I want you guys to move 2 weeks if you, and for you guys to build the exact profitable infrastructure that I'm using. In February I had $10,000 and took it to 140k currently. Also, when I hit 100k, I got liquidated down to 46. That happened a few months ago. I never showed it before that. Last 3 months, I've started shorting because I was sick of Bitcoin and ETH is dumping. All right, so I think you made a lot of money by shorting ETH. I'm assuming that's how the nice story ends. Yep. But that, yeah, I mean, that's why I tell you, like, you need, and maybe that's maybe something you can actually level up with Noah, with your ability to actually catch some nice longs on or trades in general on ETH. If you, on weeks, once you sign up on weeks, go on ETH like immediately before doing anything, before opening a trade. Make sure like to change before you have a trade open, like, because once you enter a trade, you can no longer change the features or the options. So once or before entering a trade, click on this. Now, if I click on it, I cannot change it because I've got a trade open, but you can. So you change it to isolated separated. Once you do that, I would recommend you always learn to always keep a good portion of a winning trade open in case the other one doesn't work or like it doesn't run for much. So that's how I actually managed to hold a trade from 96.45 or 96k, 96 and a half k, and I also hold this one from like 106, and also I have on my other account one taken from 125.4. So the reason why I was able to make most of my money, not because I'm over trading or taking lots of trades that were successful, but rather making sure that those that I take and they come out as amazing, I keep them open for as long as possible, because mathematically you need those like random trades that that result in you making tens of $1,000s. Uh, yep. So hopefully you got it. I mean, hold on a second. But yeah, I mean, I do have a week's tutorial, but I'm pretty sure you wouldn't need it. I only did it because some nice lady asked me to. Shout out to, I think, I mean, I forgot the name, so I don't want to butcher the name. But yeah, I do have a week's tutorial, but it's only for beginners. I mean, for someone that has been or has made an account before, it's always very simple. You click on the link, it's an affiliate link, so you have to know that. But I mean, sorry for mentioning it, guys, again. The Arab in me is like cannot talk about affiliate free. Anyhow, once you click on the link, You will put your email, the referral code is going to be applied. You even can tell because it's branded here. And then you click on claim your reward. You put, and then, sorry, they will ask you for the code sent to your email. You put the code in, and then you put a password, and you're good. Like, literally no KYC will ever be required. Till now, I haven't KYC'd many of my WEEX accounts. Yeah, not because I can't. I mean, I can. It's not banned in the UAE, but I don't want to. That's like the thing. Why would I KYC if they don't ask me? Bro Ahmed, could you make a video on your life experience and how you entered the field? I mean, there will be many and many clips coming out on my Instagram, but maybe we can post it fully. Yeah, I think a video like that is like something important. Because I'm a closed off person, so maybe we gotta work on those videos. Okay, yeah, isolated. I'll definitely try it. Again, my main job December to focus on real estate in Bali, but I'm working to turn trading into 10k USD profit per month that I can make a salary from it. Amazing. I mean, sounds like a nice plan and definitely something that is like amazing for long term stuff. Hamid, smashed it, bro. Yeah, thank you, Noah, for being amazing too. Good luck in real estate. Let me know how is it in Bali. Maybe I can visit and buy a property off of you. Uh, thank you, Wayne. Yeah, so that is my link to Instagram. If someone wants to follow me, just click on the link to Instagram. I'll post more about my personal experience, I guess. We're all aiming for the same dream. Exactly. And that's the beauty of it. I mean, the reason why I show up every single day and I rant about trading is because I would have done it and I still do it for years. I make money by my own self. So you might as well get like brothers and sisters that all are like working together for the same plan and the same goal, I guess. Yeah. Uh, so thank you guys for being amazing. I don't wanna turn it into a sob story, but thank you for over. I mean, for your support and your help, for your kind words, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I want to thank you for being present while I'm trading. Like, yep. Hold on a second. Thank you, Noah. So pretty amazing things, to be honest, because I do love the fact that I'm in the past couple of months I've gotten a chance to like speak while I trade. Anyhow, guys, so now to bore you guys out with everything. Unfortunately, Maghrib time is like literally 4 minutes ago. I gotta get ready. I don't want to leave you guys hanging, so please, I want you guys to promise me this. I mean, everybody, don't want to start reading names, but the plan is easy. The low for a long, the top for a short. If this is taken, you keep it open for as long as possible. If this is taken, you keep it open for as long as possible. Hopefully, one of them gets traded all the way higher. If someone wants to trade ETH2, then maybe look at the same level, like whatever level is hit when Bitcoin is hitting its own levels. Yeah. And again, hopefully I'll try, maybe, I mean, not a maybe, but hopefully I'll make a video or I'll go live again after like 3-4 hours at the office. So I'll hopefully get you guys or meet you guys again with hopefully a profitable trade. So maybe we'll see you guys with all of you and I too holding an amazing trade. I will catch you guys hopefully soon. Thank you guys for being amazing. It's an hour and 12 minutes, so more than enough, I guess. Thank you guys, and